Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Cyber Reviews, and today I have Ni. Alright, so I do tech reviews. I review phones, mobile apps and tech gadgets and help you to make informed decisions concerning your purchases for your next phone or gadget or even the app you need to download. And Ni does.
I run a couple channel with my wife, a family channel. We're trying to grow together, so check us out.
Awesome. So apart from he being a couple channel person, chopping love on his channel, well, he is also a tech enthusiast and he shoots with some really high-end gear, cameras, lighting, microphone setup and stuff. All right, so you want to do YouTube or you want to do film production, any kind of video. Do you necessarily need a smartphone or do you need a DSLR or mirrorless camera? So today we are going to look at the benefits of having a smartphone camera versus the benefits of having a DSLR or mirrorless camera. Alright, so I'll start. For me, I think that it's best to use a smartphone camera when you are starting out because, first of all, it's something that everybody has. Most likely you're watching this on your smartphone filming. So now let's look at price. How expensive is it to get a smartphone for your video versus how expensive it is to get, let's say, an average camera, professional camera? So I have here an iPhone X, we have the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 and many other phones. There's an iPhone 7 and these phones can range anywhere from $200.
Sony camera.
Yes, there's a Sony camera, but the smartphones range anywhere from $200 to highest of about $1,000. So within any price range, whether on a budget or on the high side of the smartphone, you can get any good phone which is able to shoot really good video. And we also have a mirrorless camera here.
Yes.
So can you tell us a bit about it?
Okay, the mirrorless cameras are very good. The sensor is very wide and it gives you better quality, but the prices are actually crazy.
Okay. So then if you are starting out and you are a bit on a budget, perhaps you are not getting paid yet, but it's a passion and maybe you want to do YouTube on a full-time basis or even on a part-time basis, or not just YouTube, but any kind of video production that you want to, your smartphone is readily available. You can start today. You just take it and you begin to shoot. And talking about just taking it and beginning to shoot, the thing that I really like about, producing videos with a smartphone is that the learning curve is really easy. Okay, it's not as steep as learning to know the buttons and the settings on a DSLR or mirrorless camera. When I take my iPhone, I just swipe to the right and then I can see the camera options, and once it looks good, I just press the button and I start recording. But on the other hand, when you are new to
DSLR cameras.
Yes.
A word. DSLR.
DSLR.
Digital cameras. Let's just use digital cameras.
Or any kind of professional camera. There's sort of a very steep learning curve. So for example, when you buy a professional camera, like this Sony A5100, when I bought it, I couldn't see the left or the right of it at all. I was so confused. Like, where's the power button? There are so many buttons on it. This one doesn't even have a lot of buttons. Some have like interfaces and buttons and you don't know where to start from. There are so many manual settings and stuff like ISO,
aperture, shutter speed.
Yes, so there are so many things that any newbie would need to know to be able to start producing really good content with any professional camera. So then if you are new, you have a limited budget, you can decide to go for your smartphone, point and shoot.
Just start with what you have.
Awesome. Alright, so next let's talk about the picture quality, because though your smartphone is readily available, it may not be so expensive. Obviously, it cannot necessarily give you the same picture quality as a professional camera. So Neil will talk to us more about the kind of quality you get on a professional camera and why he chooses to use a professional camera for his videos instead of recording on his iPhone.
So with a professional camera, the phone can have 24 megapixel camera. The camera can also have 24 megapixel camera, but the sensor in this one is very large. I don't know if I can demonstrate it for you. Like, it's something like this. but the phone is something like this.
Okay.
So definitely the picture quality, this one will give you more pixels than the phone. So the picture quality, with this one, you're going to get better picture quality. And when it comes to ISO is like a fake light being introduced into the camera. With the ISO, this one can give you more range, but with the phone, you are limited. You start introducing noise because of the sensor size.
Okay.
And when it comes to dynamic range, can you explain the dynamic range?
Okay.
I don't know how best I can explain it to them. It's just like the eye. Let's say if you are looking at
all right, so let's see if you are looking at the sky and on a bright sunny day, okay, and like today it's really hot, in Ghana and Accra, it's really hot. So when you look up, you can see the clouds and everything like that, and then when you look down, you can see the terrain around you, okay. But how easily your eyes can adjust and then see the details within the environment around you. That's like how dynamic your eyes can see, or how dynamic the lens on the professional camera can capture images.
Yes.
So if you shoot on a very bright day and the sun is shining, if you point your camera to the sun, you might see that the whole picture is overexposed and blown out of proportion.
You have to lower the brightness and everything before you be able to.
Exactly, but then the professional camera can just adjust to it and give you a very good
quality video and picture.
Okay.
And with these ones, you can change the lens. This is it 35 mm? This is a 50 mm lens, 1.8 f stop. You can change this one and put a zoom lens. But with the phones, you can change the lens of the phone as well. But you are not really changing the lens because the lens is already there. You are just putting a glass on top of it. So this one's.
Okay, but before I allow him to continue, so you see, the professional cameras, you need to physically change the lenses. Okay, and these lenses are super expensive for you to get different like focal lengths, for you to be able to shoot, let's say, images at really close range, or to shoot at a wide angle and stuff like that. But with your phone camera, especially, many phones nowadays have at least 2 lenses, 3 lenses, or even 4 lenses at the back. Okay, so for example, this is an iPhone X. This iPhone X has 2 cameras. All right, so you don't necessarily need to change the lenses. Within the software, you can switch between lenses. So I think that in this way, the iPhone is still better.
No, I didn't know you wanted to make this argument. That's why I'm so tired. No, it can never be better. You see, with this one, you can just take off this lens and put a zoom lens, which will give you quality videos. We have more expensive ones. But with the iPhones and the other phones, where is it? You see this lens? You can't change this lens. You can just put something on top of it, like a glass, to make the video wide or the camera wide. But you are not changing the lens.
No.
I don't know if you understand.
See, you are not used to phone videography. This iPhone X doesn't have any wide angle camera.
Yes.
But most phones like the iPhone 11 has a wide angle camera. The Samsung Galaxy S10 has a wide angle camera. The Huawei P30 Pro, Mate 20 Pro, and many phones which came out even last year have wide angle cameras. So if I'm shooting right now and I want to change the angle, I just choose the setting on the phone and then it would switch to a wider angle without necessarily having an additional lens. The additional lens is not really compulsory nowadays. It was for those days when most phones just had one kind of camera. Then if you wanted to have a different angle lens, then you needed to buy a different lens and attach to your phone lens. That's the glass he's talking about. But nowadays, most phones, so if you are watching this video and your phone has more than 2 cameras or a wide angle camera lens, let me know in the comment section.
It's true. Now the phones, they have, like the iPhone 11 like this, the lens is very wide. It's even straight upward. But I still will stick with the professional cameras because with this lenses, let's say this one is f1.8. What that means is this one, you can shoot and get a very blurry background. That's called a bokeh. But with the phones, You can't do that. Wait, do you know why? No, don't say you can do it. No.
Okay, continue.
They've created a software in the phone which will focus on what you want to shoot and automatically blur everything. That's not bouquet. It's a software doing that thing, which is not the best. You need a lens for bouquet, and to do that, you need to go for a professional camera.
Okay. Alright, so this bouquet that he's talking about is like, you watch these videos where, and you are seeing some right now on your screen, where the background...
Let me show them. This is what we are talking about.
Another reason why you may prefer to use a smartphone camera for your video recording over a professional camera is, smartphones are built to last at least a day or two. Nowadays, many smartphones come with a minimum of 4,000 milliamperes of battery capacity. Some even have like 6,000 milliamperes, and these phones can last you like 2 to 3 days of heavy use. So it means that anywhere you find yourself, it could be at a friend's wedding, it could be at a night party, anywhere, you don't really necessarily have to worry about your battery level, because one, your smartphones have fast charging and they were designed for long use. Okay, so if you are going to use it for videography, you can record long hours of footage, as compared to like this Sony a5100. If you do decide to get like a professional camera, you should know that it doesn't really last that long. You can't shoot like, let's say, 5 hours of continuous footage. You may get at most an hour of shooting with a professional camera like the Sony a5100.
Just imagine, with this huge lens on this camera, how long do you think this should last?
No, but you see, the thing is, you are talking about the lenses. The lenses are supposed to give us like good picture quality.
Yes.
As the output that matters. But I think the point that many people miss is, majority of people who would watch the final video may watch it on their phones. So for example, let me know in the comments if you are watching this on a laptop or if you are watching this on your phone. Okay, let me know right now in the comments. And if people are watching the content, the final content on their phones, then the high quality output that you give will not even be noticed, because the phone will not be able to differentiate those high pixels against that which was taken on a regular smartphone.
Yes.
So sometimes we worry ourselves so much about getting a very good quality output and video and picture, but then you are going to post mostly on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and even these platforms tend to compress the video quality.
Files.
Yes, so for example, if you shot this video and then you shared it on WhatsApp, it's not going to be the same as what you saw on your laptop or even on the camera itself.
Yes.
So then it's not really such a deal breaker. It's not such a big deal if you do decide to use your smartphone, because one, it's readily available. Two, you can get one at $100, $200, or $1,000. Three, you have a longer lasting battery. And also, you get lots of software updates. And apart from that, it's a phone as well. You can use it to make calls, order food, find the love of your life, and do so many things. But this carrying along this bulky stuff,
Okay. When it comes to YouTube, you want to do YouTube videos and all those things, and you're a beginner, I think this argument you win.
Many phones nowadays come with optical image stabilization for video recording.
Yes.
Alright, but a camera like the Sony a5100 doesn't have any form of image stabilization when shooting video. So you notice that the final video is very shaky.
Yeah, you can just throw something called warp stabilizer on it in Premiere Pro.
Not everybody has Premiere Pro. Not everybody even has a laptop.
Have.
And not everybody wants to go and steal software or pirate software. You understand? But then these phones are built so intelligently that when you are recording video, the software is able to stabilize your footage and it looks really smooth. Okay, so for example, right now you are seeing on your screen like footage I shot with my iPhone X, and it looks really smooth. If I didn't tell you I was shooting with my iPhone X, you probably think this was shot with a professional camera. And you can also see B-roll on your screen right now, shot with the what kind of camera is it? The Canon
5D Mark IV.
Okay, with the Canon 5D Mark IV. And it also looks smooth and everything. These are B-roll footage that we took. Okay, but then you can tell that the iPhone is quite formidable when producing quality video content.
Yes, that's true. So I think we'll do this challenge maybe in the next or another video.
Alright.
You'll shoot 4K on your phone. I'll shoot 1080.
Vim,
And you see,
bring it on.
you see that the professional camera 1080. If you don't know 1080p, you just Google 1080p. We'll show it to you. 1080p will be much better than the camera 4K.
Well, I still disagree, but then we'll shoot that video. So if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn on all notifications so that when we release that video, you will be the first to see it.
Yes.
Okay, so to conclude, if you are new to YouTube, you want to record maybe your family, or you want to vlog or travel or do tech videos or any kind of video content, you have the option to buy a smartphone or a professional camera.
But start with a smartphone, later upgrade.
Yes, if you can afford it, you can upgrade, because in my next video with me, we are coming to talk about the camera gear that he uses, and oh my, oh my days, as he says, it will blow your mind away. So yeah, ultimately what matters most is the kind of content you create.
Yes.
I think on that we both agree that the kind of content you create is what matters most, the story you're able to tell and how you are able to engage with your audience. And talking about engagement with audience, me and I have a video series where we talk about growing your YouTube channel and your YouTube views by engaging with your audience. So I'll put the link in the description below. Click on it, watch it, learn, and let's grow together. Thanks, be brave.
Oh wait, before you go, remember, always try to upgrade to a professional camera, and also remember, a 4K video with Yawa content will not go anywhere.
Thanks,
Peace
be brave.
out.